You're in your 20s, and after a hard day of work or study, you finally can come back home, lying on your sofa and relax. And for doing that, you obviously open Instagram. What's wrong with that? And you will start scrolling, and suddenly you will start to see people your age or even younger posting their victories and achievements. Someone won the Olympics. Someone get a job at Google, and someone became a millionaire at the age of 23. And you see all of those kids doing great things and are achieving success at such a young age. And then there is you. It's not that you are a NEET. You're not someone who wastes his time in stupid activities or indulge in bad habits. You are a good student, you are a hardworking man, and you exercise regularly. You have all different hobbies that you cultivate and make you a better whole person with a lot of different interests, but you're simply not exceptional. That's the problem. You are not special. And since you are conscientious, you're a hardworking person, you look at these people, you look at yourself, and you start comparing and thinking, man, I'm 20 something, 23, maybe 25, and I've done nothing valuable since now. I should have achieved more by this age. And then you will start to believe and see yourself as a worthless failure. I'm going to tell you a story about a kid that I know. Let's call him Eric for the sake of his privacy. Eric is a big and strong judoka. He's 18 right now. He is smart, he is talented, he managed to get the third place at the nationals in Italy, competing against much more experienced and older athletes. He was competing against people who were 25, 35, and he managed to came third place, which is very good, trust me. In the nationals, in judo, it's very, very good. He also competed in the under 18 Judo World Championships. Guys, under 18 Judo World Championships, and he managed to arrive 7th. It's good just only to be able to access this kind of competition. He was able to do 7th place. I remember being with a friend of mine, and she was talking to Eric, saying things like, oh, it must be so cool to go to the World Championship. What was it like? How do you felt? He answered with this bored and dissatisfied tone. He told something like, oh, everyone can go to the World Championship. What matters is to win it. Everyone can go to the World Championship. Can you understand the level of delusion? Can you understand the level of how much he felt worthless? I mean, it broke my heart hearing that shit, because fuck, man, you did something which is very incredible and remarkable, and you are telling me, oh no, everyone can go there, you can just it was very fun for me. And we can talk about the champion's mentality, okay, and how you shouldn't be truly satisfied, and I can get it, I can get what you're saying, but that's not the point that I'm trying to make. What I want to convey you is that there is no achievement that will actually satisfy you. Whatever achievement it will be, it will never get you satisfied, because you will find something else to compare yourself to. If Eric won the bronze in the under 18 World Championship, he would start to think about the gold. And if he won the gold, he would start to get a gold medal in the Senior World Championship. And after the gold medal in the Senior World Championship, he will start to look on the Olympics. And even if he won the Olympics, he would start to compare himself against every judoka that ever existed in all history of the sport, and still feel like a failure. There is no end for comparison, guys. There is no end for comparison. Also, another thing that I want you to understand is that the merit of our result is not 100% ours. Whatever you gained or achieved is not 100% your merit, because we got the contribution of our genetics, our environment, early age reinforcement, good parenting, good coaches or mentors, access to specific education, etc. Basically, a lot of variables that we cannot control. And of course, I'm not saying people that achieved good things didn't put the work in. I'm not saying that they are not struggling, that they are not working hard, planning intelligently. I'm not taking away that from them. But what I want to tell you is that you're comparing yourself against different people that have different conditions than you when you started, okay? Because comparing yourself to another human who grew up in different conditions that you grew up is like comparing, is like asking yourself why two different seeds which are planted in two different soils produce different fruits while they grow, and you ask yourself, oh, why the fuck these two seeds produce different different fruits? Of course, it's what naturally happens, okay? And instead of looking at what you achieved or doesn't achieve, or what others achieved compared to you, you should concern about things that you can control, things that you have full agency on, instead of searching for these other variables that contributed to another person's success. And the things that you can control is the development of your character. What matters in the end is the gap between who you were in the past and the gap and who you are now. And I want to invite you to think about the stories that inspire us the most. What inspires us the most is the story of the fat, an athletic, bullet kid that started to train hard, lose fat, and become an incredible athlete or an incredible bodybuilder or a fighter, whatever. Or the story of the kid that comes from a poor family, works 2 jobs to paying for his own education, and finally becomes a competent and wealthy man despite his starting circumstances. These are the stories that inspire us, not the story about the talented kid with 180 IQ who was born from a rich and wealthy family. Oh, he becomes successful. Who the fuck would have guessed it? You don't cheer for that kid. You cheer for the one who is born with the worst circumstances, with the worst starting hand possible. And we didn't care about the story about the talented kid because there is no big gap. There is no big gap from where he started and when he arrived. And about gap, I'm not talking about external achievements only, but also and especially about your character development, how you changed over the years, how you improved over the years. And I'm going to take you an actionable step for that. Think about yourself from 1, 5, or 10 years ago, okay? You choose the time. And think about what yourself from the past was like, what yourself from the past was believing was possible and impossible, what his daily routine was like, what their mood was like, what they were feeling during the day, and what yourself from the past believed about themselves, okay? Now start comparing who you are right now from who you were in the past, and think about how much different are these people from one another. How much distance have you actually covered from that one point in your life to right now? Think about how much big is your gap from who you were and who you are right now. And write it down. Take a piece of paper, a pen, and start to write down your answers. And if you're ambitious, and if you're watching this kind of video, you're ambitious, you're serious about your personal development, and my guess is that you actually accomplished more than you imagined. So you simply didn't take credit for it. And becoming aware of how much gap you covered from who you were in the past and who you are right now should reassure you about the future and see it in a more optimistic way. Because if you covered this much distance in the past 1 or 5 years, think about how much you can do in the next year, in the next 5 years. If you keep becoming better, if you stay focused about becoming the better version of who you were yesterday, from day to day, it should reassure you, it should reduce your anxiety towards comparison and towards missing out and not achieving as much as others did at your age. You got it, man. I truly believe it so. Remember to aim upward as always.